shelves of your wine store were labeled more clearly. For example, let's say they were labeled the best wines for allergies or for weight control or headache prevention. Today, wine coach Laurie Forster did just that for us and is here with the best wines for your health. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thank you.
So why is it that some wines are better for our health than others?
Well, as a wife and working mother, I think all wine is essential to health, mental health, I mean. Right. But really, we all know the health benefits of red wine for your heart and antioxidant quality. But overall, it's like your food. You want to research and know it's a good quality producer, winery, that really takes care when they make their products. So find a great wine store, a wine expert like me to help you find those wines.
Again, some wines are better for some health issues than others. There are
exactly.
All right, so I want you, honestly, question for everybody. Raise your hand if you had a glass of wine for dinner last night. Most everybody. Who had more than a glass of wine? Ginger, come over here. Ginger, your hand never went down.
My kind of guy, no,
it didn't.
How many glasses of wine did you have last night? Come on, over here.
Right here. I had probably about 2.
2?
Yes. Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio?
I did, yeah.
You just like the taste?
I love it. I love it.
You don't know why it's good for you?
I don't.
All right. Okay, come on over here. So with the first aisle, we're going to talk about which are for allergies. These are the best wines if you happen to have allergic issues. Do you have seasonal allergies?
I do. Pollen really bothers me. I get, stuffy, throat, the whole thing.
All right,
yeah.
Take it away, Laurie. What kinds of wines should allergy sufferers use?
Well, here's the deal. Red wines have lots of histamines, and they come from the red grape skins. When we make red wine, we let the skins sit with the juice, and those histamines, that's why you take an antihistamine when you get allergies, are in there. So try white wine like Sauvignon Blanc, lowest in histamines. It's crisp, it's clean. It's a lot like your Pinot Grigio in style. You want to avoid those red wines, but there's another thing in wine that some people are allergic to, and it's called sulfite. And we use a little sulfite to preserve wine, but even if you don't use it to preserve, it's just naturally there. So if you have that problem, look for organic wines or wines that are more organically made.
Yeah, but you specifically say Sauvignon Blanc, not just any white wine.
Yes, because well, it could be her Pinot Grigio could work as well. But Sauvignon Blanc, this is a well-made, low histamines. But yes, white wine in general, this is my pick because I think it's
the
delicious.
most popular shelf in Laurie's store is the weight loss area.
Right.
Now, just not give you permission to drink the whole bottle. You're not drinking wine to lose weight. We're going to show you ways of actually not affecting weight so much.
Right.
So, Laurie, when you drink a lot of wine, does it cause problems?
Well, yes, I mean, it does. And portion control is a big thing. First off, look for your lower alcohol. Those are going to be lower calorie wines. Okay. So places like France are cooler and they make lower calorie wines like our Beaujolais. It's only 12% alcohol versus having a 15% alcohol Zinfandel. Stay away from those sweet wines, those dessert wines for sure. But then portion control, you talk about this all the time with food. This is 4 ounces in a white wine or all-purpose glass.
Okay.
Do you have the big red wine glasses at home?
You know it.
I do too, and they're so fun to swirl and drink out of. But look, this is 4 ounces. It doesn't look like much in this glass. Would you normally fill it up a little bit?
Of course.
This is the usual pour I think we see.
Yeah, the 8-ounce glass, right?
That's
exactly.
if you got the other thing you just showed me, I'd be upset.
But the other big thing that I'm so passionate about is wine is meant to be with food. Wine is part of the recipe of your meal. And if you make what I call a wine sandwich, you sip your wine and you have it over dinner, you take a bite of your food, savor, go back and sip the wine. If it's a great pairing, the wine tastes better and it slows down your eating. You enjoy the wine even more. Really, it's a great way to go.
Yeah. I love that. I'm definitely going to incorporate that.
Right.
Portion control wine sandwich. You can do it, Ginger.
Portion control wine.
Thank you very much.
I can do it.
All right, next up, the best wines for headache sufferers. Lene, how are you, Lene? So, when you drink a wine, do you normally get a headache?
Yeah, when I drink red wine, it totally goes to my head.
Is it just reds?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the tannins in it.
Yes, very astute, very astute. If you have migraines, and I get them from time to time too, tannins, which is another thing in those red grape skins and in the wine, it feels like the little bit of astringency you get on some red wines. Wines high in that will cause migraines. So does chocolate. High cacao content chocolate has tannin, so you have to stay away from that. I chose the pick here, Pinot Gris. It's from Oregon, and I don't know if you know, but Pinot Gris, same grape as Pinot Grigio. We just use a different name here in America. It's got lots of citrus and floral notes. It's really delicious. Please take a sip, and you're gonna avoid those migraines. Now, the number one reason why people get headaches from wine, do you know what it is, Dr. Oz?
Too much of it.
Drinking too much wine. So keep.
That's right?
It is.
I was joking.
But red wine, it's true. People need to keep the water intake because most of the reason is dehydration. Now, there's one other thing that's in red wine at a high amount, which is called Tyramine. And it's a compound that's also in cheese. It's in fermented products that causes migraines. So you want to watch out for that. But white wines are much lower in that, and you're going to avoid the problem, the dreaded headache.
Give me some advice. Temperature issues, because I never know quite when to put the freezer or especially if you're drinking
Don't do the freezer,
Don't do the
please.
freezer.
Yeah, sometimes you'll find slushy in the morning if you do that, right? But the big deal with temperature in this country is white wines are usually served too cold. If you keep your white wine in your fridge, the perfect serving temperature for white is 45 to 50. What's the temperature in your fridge, you know?
No, I never checked.
39. So it's way too cold when you take that white wine out. The flavors will be locked in the glass.
So should you take it out before you're
About
gonna serve
10,
it?
15 minutes before you serve it and let it warm up. Then red wines, we say serve it at room temperature, right? That's easy. But 65 to 68 degrees is the right temperature for red. And that's only room temperature in a medieval castle in France.
Exactly.
So most of our homes are in the 70s. So you know what you do? Pop that red wine in the fridge for like 10, 15 minutes and just gets it to the perfect serving temperature.
Wonderful advice. I hope it's helpful for your headaches, the weight, and everything else. We'll be right back.